have a Wild West because we don't have rules, but the Data Act creates very clear rules to whom the data belongs.
The EU's Data Act is a major step forward in making the European Union more competitive and innovative. It can leverage vast unused potential, say EPP Group MEPs negotiating the legislation.
This Data Act will be an absolute game changer if it can create data agile ecosystem that enable users to have access to an almost infinite amount of very high qualified industrial data.
And most of the data, most of the industrial data is not exploited, is not used. 80% of the data available is not used. And what the Data Act does is to create the conditions for data to be stored, to be used, to be transferred by the society and economy, but also by the researchers.
And the impact will be EU-wide.
The Data Act removes barriers to the flow of data. So everything that removes barriers inside the European market is very important for the internal market.
While protecting that data for its creators.
Trade secrets is something that we have been discussing a lot with the manufacturing companies. They invest in designing these products, and this is intellectual property right.
That goes for all kinds of businesses, large and small.
A farmer is managing their own farm, and if he has access to the data produced by his devices, like tractors or irrigation systems, he will have more opportunity to innovate in the management of his resources.
The Data Act will also make it easier to change which cloud you use.
And what we want to create is a fair, competitive market in Europe. So we are abolishing fees, the fees to switch, unjustified fees that the big companies put to the consumers when they want to switch to cloud.
In public emergencies, the Data Act smooths the way for governments to use cloud data while protecting privacy.
We have a very clear and recent example. The COVID-19 pandemic, because it was possible to use aggregate and anonymized data from mobile networks, was possible to analyzing the spread of the virus.
The Data Act remains in negotiation among the EU27. Sweden is seeking to reach a final agreement while it holds the rotating Council presidency the first half of this year.